Good morning, everyone. How are you? Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's not a work day for me today. I'm super excited about that. To be honest with you, I haven't really combed my hair this morning. Okay. Happy Friday. Super excited. No work today. As I said in maybe in the email or in yesterday's video, 4-day week, Monday through Thursday. Next week, another 4-day week. PD day on the end of that. It's just necessary, guys. A 3-day weekend, absolutely necessary. And I have some awesome, great plans this weekend that I'm super looking forward to. So I am on a high. I am on a high. It is a happy day. There's this thing called a mood meter. If you've seen it before, if you haven't, look it up, particularly you educators. And so when we start a meeting, oftentimes we'll say, let's look in the mood meter. Where are you? What word would you use to describe yourself? What quadrant of the mood meter you're in? I am on super happy, very excited, expectant, content, all of those good words. That's where I am today. And I hope that each and every one of you are there as well. If not, if you're, going to work today and you're ending a grueling work week, keep pushing through. As I tell my friends, if you feel like you're in hell, keep moving. Like, don't stop. She'll stay there. So keep moving forward. I tell my students that every day. I always tell them you should be facing forward in the line. So when it moves, you can move with it. Always move forward, never backwards. So always looking forward. So keep that in your back pocket. Today, I sat here for a little while and I really reflected and kind of meditated on what I wanted to share with you. And I looked at the action for happiness step, and it says, put some work in on a task or a responsibility or something, a project that you've set aside. And so last night I had the best conversation. I have this friend of mine, and we vibe so well together. Um, Started hanging out heavy. I don't know, maybe a year ago. I'm not sure, but just find out that we really vibe together. We have similar interests, and we were talking about. He said that someone shared with him that in life you should have a child to leave your DNA on Earth. You should plant a tree to contribute to the earth, and you should write a book. And he was saying that he has to get to work on those things. And so, of course, I've had my child, so I've left my DNA on the earth. I actually contributed to planting a tree. I went to Gretna Junior High School, and it was a brand new building, and each homeroom had to contribute. We didn't have to, but we could contribute to planting a tree on the campus because it was a brand new campus and it didn't have trees. So I'm gonna say, hey, I contributed to a tree. And so this book, right? It is 2021. I got my doctorate degree in 2015, and I started to write a book based on my dissertation. And I would say that it's like 75% done. But I need to go back and put some final touches and add some things to it. And I've had people read it and give me some feedback. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my own advice. I'm going to take this action for happiness step, and I am going to finish my book. And then there are some other projects that I have in my mind that I want to do, and I'm ready to do them. I think I'm in a space now where I'm ready to do them. So what's the message? I've told you all of that about myself. The message today is about boundaries, right? So the first thing for the action of happiness was about doing a project or task that you've put off. And then the other information in the email today is about boundaries, setting clear boundaries. That, it's a part of the assertiveness. We've been reflecting on assertiveness. And so there's some information on how to set boundaries. And in order to complete tasks, in order to complete goals that you have for yourself, you're going to have to set boundaries. You're going to have to say no. You can't put everything on your plate. And what's so awesome is I was having a conversation with someone else at work, and we were having that same conversation. I love when things come together like this. So we were having this same conversation about people having to be able to say no, and knowing how to prioritize their time and their effort and their energy, so you don't wear yourself out, and so that you can be successful on your goals. Coincidentally, synchronicity, I had a conversation with a fourth grader yesterday. He'd taken a common assessment. Teacher brought him to my office. He wasn't really trying. He hadn't done well. He'd gone too fast. And I engaged him in a conversation about goals. Like, what goals do you have for yourself? I don't know. Real bad attitude. And I'm like, you got to have goals for yourself. You can't leave it to the other people in your life to set goals for yourself. And then you have to prioritize your time and set clear boundaries for your time, your effort, your mental, energy as well. Because sometimes we can allow our minds to wander to things of no value to us. And so, my advice to you today, my message to you today is get into this email and see this great information about setting boundaries and think about some task or some project that meant a lot to you that you've set aside, that you've not invested in, and get back to it. Get back to it. And it could just be that the biggest project that you can get back to is taking care of yourself. Okay. So it's Fantastic Friday. I was at work, we'd call it High Five Friday, and we celebrate our successes on Friday. So take some time to celebrate your successes from this week. What went well? And on the things that you thought didn't go well, think about what you can do to improve in those areas and make them better next week. But beyond that, I want you to have a wonderful weekend. I want you to be kind to yourself. I want you to be kind to others. Let's see, it could be Fish Fry Friday in New Orleans, where I'm from. It could be Fish Fry Friday. Could be French Fry Friday. Could be French toast for breakfast. Could be French toast Friday. Whatever it is you want to make it fantastic. Take care of yourself and have a great day. Oh, and don't forget to smile because you feel better and you look better, and everybody around you feels better too. Take care, everybody.